consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And the Milwaukee starting five. They've got A.J. Green, Kyle Kuzma out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Rollins in a two-guard. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Kata in at the center position. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
Three-pointer Pritchard, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counter play.
Oh, wow!
Look out!
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Outside White. Here's the pick. Three-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case. Whoa, Miles Turner. That was impressive.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Here's Pritchard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Outside White. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Kuzma. On the wing, Porter. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Rollins. And here's Green from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brown scanning the floor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Kata. Turner covers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hauser. That one's off. Still out of sync. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Porter in the post. Defended by Pritchard. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside, Brown. There's the triple. And there's Pritchard. That's good. On the assist by Brown. Pritchard's got 6.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Kuzma. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
Here's Brown. Banked it in off the glass.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Porter from outside. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 4. Brown finds Pritchard. Back to Brown. Here's Kata, defended by Kuzma. Kata gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Porter, the pass to Rollins. Going inside, the kick out to Kuzma. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 6.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Pass to Brown. Back to Hauser from downtown. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Hey, Boston, let's get loud for Celtics Entertainment.
A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. 4th, Boston.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Rollins. Porter with a screen on White. On the wing, Kuzma. There's the 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Yeah, range check there for Kuzma, and he knocks it down.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Down low. Here's Kata. Hauser outside. And here's Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Rollins. Green up top. Defended by Pritchard. Green, the pass to Turner. Outside Porter. Here's Rollins. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Rollins. The Bucks leading by 7. Outside, Green. Here's Rollins, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Drills it from deep. Green's got 6.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
White, the pass to Pritchard. Back to White. They need this. Again, the miss by Boston.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Porter against Pritchard. Pass to Kuzma. Turner inside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Hauser outside. Back to Pritchard. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Porter looks it over. Here's the 3. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 9. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Pass to Pritchard from behind the arc. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Kuzma outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Celtics have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Kick out to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Rollins. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Back to Kuzma. Green, a screen. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here are the Celtics. Right now on a 9-0 run. Hauser can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Queta. Now here's Brown. Back to Hauser. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Here's Queta. No good on the triple. The Bucks leading by 5. Now Turner. Tipped. Here's Rollins. Kuzma outside. That three's off the mark.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
White, the pass to Hauser. Brown against Porter. Outside, Brown. Back to Hauser. The three. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Hauser's got his second basket on the night.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes for Boston. Walsh comes in for Hauser. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Derek White. Milwaukee also changed it up. Portis comes in for Kuzma. And it's Trent in for Green. Outside. Outside Porter. There's a screen by Turner. Porter's shot is off. The Celtics on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Queta. Turner covers. Simons outside. Inside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Queta. Shoots over Turner, and Boston again with the bucket.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Portis outside. Back to Porter. Buried from 15 feet out. Porter's got 8 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Brown passes to Pritchard. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, Brian.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this game.
Line for the Celtics. Walsh at the line for 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have. possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tillman's checked in for Queta. Boucher comes in for Brown. Shireman comes in for Pritchard. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla's a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
There's 47 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Boucher. Here's Walsh. Anthony grabs the board.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Here's Nance. Boston pulls it in.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Nance against Boucher. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Simons. Still no points. He gets it in there.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
From deep three-point land. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Kyle Kuzma making highlights for the Bucks, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got Anthony Simons. Xavier Tillman is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Walsh in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Anthony. Now here's Trent. He's covered by Simons. Trent's shot is off. Boston's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Portis. Now Trent from deep. And another miss by Milwaukee. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's Gonzalez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Boston shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Sims, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Gonzalez.
One shot.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Anthony feeling it out a bit. The floater. Trent outside. Out to Anthony to stop the run. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Boucher a screen on Anthony. Here's Simons from 13 feet. Down it goes. Simons got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Portis with a screen on Simons. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Sims. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anthony.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. 4th, Boston.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. On the wing, Green. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. On the wing, Kuzma, defended by Hauser. It's Kuzma with the miss. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 12-3 run. Hauser outside. Pass to White. And here's Brown for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail by 8. And when it comes to rebounding, on a per-minute basis, Bobby Portis is one of the best, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he takes pride in that part of the game. Really active, aggressive. The team feeds off his energy.
6 on the shot clock. Porter, the pass to Portis. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Portis has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Well, the defense was there, but big Bobby Portis made a tough shot, a high-level basketball play.
Here's Hauser. Offline with a 3. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Pass to Porter. Here's Kuzma. Boston pulls it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Oh, hammer it home!
Nice. Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Kuzma outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Kuzma. And here's Porter. The 3. Unable to get that one.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, we're seeing Simons unleashed on offense. He's in a groove, and his team is helping to keep him in it.
Trent outside. Takes a 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hauser. To the middle. Portis with the steal. Right side, Green. Now here's Porter. Portis with a screen on Simons. Kuzma outside. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's White. It's hauled in by Portis. Bucks trail by 10. Back to Porter. Pass to Trent. Here's Green. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons. Milwaukee also changed it up. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Rollins in for Trent. Pritchard. He's got 12. It's Brown on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Hauser outside. Launches it. Porter pulls it in.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Green. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Brown with it. Turner covering. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane.
Jaylen Brown at the line with 1 shot.
Free throw good. Brown. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere. It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Pass to Queta. Green against Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
And here's Porter outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Queta's got his 5th rebound in this one. White, the pass to Brown. Brown draws the double. White for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 8 assists here tonight.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Porter. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Yeah, speedy transition play by Porter. Getting there to put the finishing touches on the fast break.
Hauser outside. Back to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Porter gets the bucket.
At his core, Kevin Porter Jr. is out there to get buckets and light it up. And we've seen that side of him tonight.
Outside White. Here's Brown to the right side. Outside Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Turner. The Bucks trail by 14. Pritchard with a steal. Outside White. Here's Hauser. No good on the three.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Brown with it. Green picks him up. Pritchard against Porter. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
1:58 left in the second period. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, BA. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, BA.
Allie, thanks for the report.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Pass to Brown. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. White for three. Offensive rebound.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
4th team foul. At the line for 2, Namias Tatum.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
He does not get the second one. The Bucks trail by 13. To the left wing. Wallace passes to Kuzma. Here's Green. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, Kuzma has gotten pretty good at this, spotting those open guys who are prepared to shoot.
Pass to White. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the three. And Pritchard pulls it down. White looking it over. Outside, Brown. Let's go with a three. And Brown knocking down the triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continue.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Celtics up by 15. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great poise when they were making tough shots and they went on a run. You know, we played well, we executed. And then once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Boston Celtics.
They've been locked in. I mean, locked in. They know what they want, and they know how to get it. Kind of like Shaq at the barbecue.
Say, Diesel, what's your favorite dish at a cookout?
Cereal in a bowl. At a barbecue?
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You look at the Celtics. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Bucks trail by 15. Taking a look at the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the shooting guard position. Porter from outside. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Pass to Brown. Back to White. The three is up. Rebounded by the Bucks. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Turner. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Turner's got 6.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Turner is more than capable of scoring inside, especially when he goes up with confidence.
For 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Green, the pass to Rollins. Outside for Green. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside, Brown. White for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He's got 9.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Rollins. He's guarded by White. Turner, a screen on White. Pass to Turner. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice answer 3 by Turner. He has that quiet competitive streak.
Brown against Green. Puts it up from 12. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Rollins. And here's Porter. Kuzma, left side. Tatum pulls it in.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Hauser. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 12-point Boston lead.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
And this break in action gives us a chance to see which teams are getting it done from distance. It's the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Bucks second.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Green, the pass to Porter. Turner, a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Turner. Fires the three. Rebound Boston. Pritchard with it. He's got 12. Now Hauser, defended by Kuzma. Outside, Brown. 6 to shoot. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish!
And I love how Brown is never in a rush. So calm, even with the shot clock up against him.
Kuzma outside. Here's Porter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Kevin Porter Jr. One shot.
One shot.
That's good from Porter.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Now Brown, 19 points in the game. And stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
They're hammering him on the open floor right now.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Pass to Queta. Now here's White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Brown. The kick out to White. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebounded by Green. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Porter. Kuzma outside. Back to Porter. Pass to Kuzma. Fires for 3. Rebound Boston. Kid has got rebound number 8 now. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
And the free throw, no good. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around, because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Pass to Hauser, puts up a deep 3, and the Celtics another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Turner finds Kuzma. Turner inside. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. 11 points for Miles Turner. Celtics lead by 12. Outside White. Outside Brown. Hauser outside. The 3 is up. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Hauser's got 8 here in this quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Porter outside. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Brown. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
On the wing, Porter, defended by Pritchard. Porter against Pritchard, and down it goes. 2 points. Porter's got 22 points.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Here's Keita. Turner covers. Up top, Brown. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 24 points for him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Outside, Brown. Here's Pritchard. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Kuzma for 3. Boston pulls it in.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Pass to Brown. 4-3. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got rebound number 7 tonight. Green for 3. Can't hit that one.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Keita, pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Keita. He's got 7. Here's White. Another one falls for Boston.
Well, that's a smart shot by White. Most of the times, teams will give you the mid-range.
Rollins passes to Porter. Outside for Green. Takes the 3 and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Boston with some changes. Boucher's checked in for Hauser. Walsh comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Derek White. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Nance comes in for Kuzma. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Green. And Anthony subbed in for Porter Jr. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Pass to Boucher. Now Simons. Outside for Boucher. This one for 3. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist from Boucher. Simons has got 15 points. Anthony, the pass to Nance. To the paint. Pass to Trent. From the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Trent's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Simons. 15 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Keita. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point per game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Pass to Walsh. Pritchard against Anthony. Boucher passes to Pritchard. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Trent.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Portis. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Well, Portis is very comfortable in the mid-range, probably more so than in the paint.
50 seconds left in the third. Boucher passes to Pritchard. No good from outside.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Count the basket. Rollins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Pass to Simons. Fires the three. The shot no good. And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 13-5 run. Rollins lays it up and banks it in. Rollins has got 9.
Well, Trent Jr. certainly isn't relied upon for passing, but he's not a selfish player by any means.
Now here's Simons. He's got 15. Left side Pritchard. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Boston Celtics earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Chris Boucher. Jaylen Brown is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Walsh in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Anthony against Brown. Out to Simons. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Trent. The Bucks trail by 10. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Outside Porter. Portis, left side. Pass to Anthony. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in. Boucher with it. Brown in the high post. Working on Anthony. Outside Porter. On the wing, Anthony. Shoots over Brown. No good, off the front rim. Celtics lead by 10. Pass to Tillman. Tries the 9-footer. A nice shot by Walsh.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Outside Porter. Down low. Brown with the block.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
Bucks trail by 12. Portis, right side. Portis a screen. Porter from outside. Boston pulls it in. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in the game. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Tillman, and stolen by Anthony. To the middle. Here's Harris. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Brown passes to Simons. Boucher a screen on Porter. And here's Simons outside. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Well, you can't give Simons a look from 3. He's a knockdown guy.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Harris from behind the arc. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Celtics lead by 15. Boucher down low. Harris on him. Boucher finds Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's just excellent team basketball. Brown is all about getting it to the open shooter.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. To stop the drought. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Simons outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Trent.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now Anthony. Pass to Portis. Over Boucher. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Anthony.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Substitution here for Boston. Cadis checked in for Tillman. Hauser comes in for Boucher. White, he's checked in for Walsh. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Harris. Green's checked in for Trent. And it's Rollins in for Anthony. Here's Hauser, outside Pritchard. They set the pick. The 3 on target from range. And the Celtics lead by 19.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
Kuzma outside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
Brown inside, Green covering. Wow, way off on that one. Bucks trail by 17. Kuzma outside. Back to Porter. And there's the drive. 10 feet away. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 11 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Hauser. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hauser's got 13 in the second half.
I just love the ball move.
Outside, Green. Back to Porter. Green finds Porter. 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. Off target with the 3.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Boston on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Brown, that's good.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Rollins. Back to Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 26.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
And here's Pritchard. Outside White. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Inside. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out. Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. 2 skills every team wants in one package.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all 3 levels.
Pritchard from outside. With the putback, controls the rebound and the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Now here's Kuzma. Turner, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Porter. And he converts the layup. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
White with it. To the paint. Here's Keita. The rebound by the Bucks. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. Here's Rollins. And there's the rejection.
Well, height-wise, White isn't big, but he's got a tremendous wingspan.
And there's Pritchard. That's good. On the assist by White. Pritchard's got 19 points.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Turner. Now Green. Here's Rollins. Back to Green. Puts up a 3. Kuzma for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 20.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Nice ball movement by Boston. White for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the 3 on the other end.
Here's Rollins. He's guarded by White. Rollins passes to Porter. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Brown can't hit.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Yeah, when Kuzma has this kind of game, good luck slowing him down.
Hauser outside. Outside White. Hauser outside. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Keita's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Porter, the pass to Kuzma. Excellent D there from Hauser.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pritchard finds White. And here's Brown. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown. Brown's got 30.
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. the ability to take over for an extended period of time.
Back to Porter. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
That's good from Porter. And some changes here for the Celtics. Boucher's checked in for Hauser. Walsh comes in for White. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Pritchard. He's perfect from the line this time. Boston leading by 23.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year. And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Jaylen Brown.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Simons outside. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Down low, Turner. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Right side Brown. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Brown's got 32 points. Porter against Simons. Outside Porter. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Jaylen Brown.